So it seems like we got even more information about the upcoming version for Wuthering Waves. Now, if you don't know, version 2.3 is still underway and it's been the anniversary version and it's been pretty alright. I mean, it hasn't been anything spectacular or anything amazing, and obviously we had the whole drama surrounding the rewards, but honestly, I don't think 2.3 has been a terrible update at all, and it's been quite enjoyable, especially with the addition of Zani. Now, obviously, yeah, we're looking forward to a ton of new characters coming to the game, and one of them obviously is Cartethyia, who literally just got announced on the drip marketing. Now, a lot of people are skeptical about how soon she would actually come out and whether, she'd actually be here now or if she'd come out a little bit later on in some other patches, but it seems like she is here now, and obviously they got a post-lament Anthropocene saying, "Stars intertwined, the truth is a beacon in the maelstrom of my life." Cartethyia. They say the powers of Sentinel and Threnodian clash and unite within her, propelling her to an uncertain future. Whether the future is dim or bright, she'll be able to hold the blade firmly and confront all that comes her way. Now, obviously, as you can see here, the actual, splasher, I guess you could say, includes both Cartethyia and also Fleurdelys, which I think has people mostly excited due to the fact of, people were thinking that maybe Fleurdelys could be included in Cartethyia's kit, and it might actually be a kind of purposeful thing that they didn't actually include her in her echo set, because if you don't know, obviously Fleurdelys drops an echo set with her kind of boss, but it doesn't actually have her on it, it actually has her sword. So again, that obviously made a lot of people think that maybe Fleurdelys could be included somehow in the character kit with Cartethyia. Now, none of us really know how that works at all. Maybe it could be a kind of state swap where you can swap between the two. Maybe it could just be an ability where she pops up. Obviously, if you don't know, with what's her name, Jinshi, she obviously has Jue, who obviously does a lot of the abilities for her in the background. Maybe it could be a similar case with that, where obviously Fleurdelys does similar things, or it could be something completely different, which is going to be very exciting to see. And I think a lot of people are very excited to see what could happen with this character and what it could bring to Wuthering Waves in the future. I mean, many people have hyped this up, and many people think that this is going to actually bring Wuthering Waves to a new level, which honestly, I really hope it does. Now, do I think it will? I think it possibly could. I feel like, Cartethyia, if they do it right, they have a really big chance of making a great character that stands out among the rest of them. And, they've done a really good job with the character design, obviously, of previous characters like Cantarella and obviously Zani as well. Zani has had a really, really cool kind of thing happening. Obviously, I hope they just continue that trend and then make, this character even better as well. And yeah, I'm just very excited to see Fleurdelys added to the game because, bro, the way that she looks in the kind of boss thing and the way that she looks in game, altogether, it's absolutely incredible. And it would be a shame if it got wasted on a boss and maybe like a boss material or whatever. But it seems like we could actually have her in the game too. And, obviously Cartethyia is also great as well, which is going to be very nice to see whenever that does come out. Now, obviously, this is very, very popular. I mean, people are hyped about this. This came out about 5 hours ago for me. It's already on 1 million views, which is absolutely insane. I don't think I've seen it go up this much, this quickly. But it's got 38,000 likes as well, which again is blowing up. Obviously, Box here saying, "Okay, I'll quit." Starro, Cap saying, "We were S6 R5, no questions asked." Tecto saying, "She's already here." Hail Kuro. Pokey with his giant test thing. I mean, you do you. And obviously, Breck say, "On God, everything for her after everyone gets one Carlotta," which again, yeah, it's pretty insane. And obviously, they've got a pretty stacked cast whenever it comes to kind of characters you need to pull on. And honestly, for me, I might be skipping Chacona. I know it's kind of hard to say. I do like Chacona as a character. Her character looked really cool in the live stream and everything like that. Her abilities, all that is included in her character. But honestly, in terms of saving, because obviously I'm not a big spender, you guys probably know that. I don't spend a lot of money on the game. I kind of just do a more free-to-play kind of aspect of it. Obviously, I feel like I probably won't be pulling on Chacona and actually saving for Cartethyia because I really want to see what she does, and I think Cartethyia is going to be a much bigger character in terms of things. Also, I think Chacona is a little bit more niche and more suited for other characters, which I don't have. Maybe, she could be pairing up with Cartethyia a little bit with the, Spectral thing. I mean, that's what I would assume Cartethyia would be. But again, maybe she's a different element because, I don't know, she gives off, Spectral vibes, but obviously we know that, they kind of do things opposite. to like what they look like. You know, for example, you know, we've had many situations in the past of, I think Cantarella was one of the opposite ones where we didn't really expect it to be Havoc. There's been many situations where they pretty much like make them look like one element. You're like, oh, they're definitely that element, and then they're like, actually, no, they're gonna be so completely different that, you know, it doesn't even fit their character design. But hey, we'll have to wait and see what kind of element they are too. Obviously, they also released even more kind of stuff as well. For example, this little short thing is a post-lament Anthropocene. It's like a little thing, including the music from the story itself, which I thought was really cool. Sorry if I just kind of jump scared you there. But again, I thought that was really nice that they actually included the Cartethyia music. Maybe they'll even include it in the trailer itself whenever that does drop in the kind of distant future, which I think would be really cool. And I honestly love how they've been kind of reaching out to all of these like musical aspects of the game where they can actually like, you know, improve the story, improve how a character is actually advertised. I think Cartethyia is definitely a really big example of that. Also, they very heavily on this short actually lean into Fleurdelys' design, which also makes me think Fleurdelys is going to be a part of this. I mean, they've heavily advertised her, meaning that I don't think it's out of the question that she's going to be involved in a kit some way. I know some people might be a bit skeptical for some reason because obviously she's already a boss and everything like that, but the way that they advertise her so much in both of these posts, I mean, come on, like I feel like it should be part of a kit. And obviously, as you can see in the background there, we got the, I think that's not the Threnodian, is it? It's the other one. It's the, for the Sentinel, that's it. But again, I think this is going to be a very cool character that is definitely going to shake up gacha gaming a little bit. I feel like this is going to be on the level of maybe like a Jinchi. That's what is a similar kind of, you know, style to me. I'm not saying that, you know, they're going to be dealing the same damage output as Jinchi maybe, but in terms of like a similar design, I feel like that is, you know, a character we can kind of look towards as, you know, a kind of placeholder, which I think would be very cool, honestly, if they do go for something like that. And maybe even, you know, I did talk about these two being involved in the character kit. Maybe the Sentinel might be involved in the kit too. I think that'd be honestly really cool, seeing as, you know, we got Jue involved in Jinchi's kit. Why not get the Sentinel involved in Cartethia's kit as well? Because honestly, you know, it could be pretty sick, but I feel like that is just too many characters to get involved into one person's kit if they do that. But hey, you know, maybe they will, maybe Kuro Games will cook. And honestly, now it's just made me even more excited for version 2.4, because as I said, 2.3 has been alright for me. It's not been a standout update, but 2.4, honestly, it's looking pretty good. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the story, you know, is going to be based around Cartethyia and maybe what has happened after the you know, last main story that we had, and kind of just following up on it, which honestly could be great. Or maybe they'll even pack it into a kind of companion story or whatever you want to call it, which again could also be another option for them. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys up to date with what else is going on in the Wuthering Waves sphere in terms of drip marketing. Now there could be another drip marketing tomorrow, so keep an eye out for a video at a similar time to this where I pretty much talk about it, because again, you know, there could be another one coming out. They did it with Chacona, where they do it like a day after. So again, you know, I'll keep you guys up to date if there is another character, and that will tell us if there is going to be another 5-star or maybe a 4-star or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait. And yeah, hopefully, you know, the drip marketing does go well. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And also go to Game Subs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.